Hi, good morning. Today I'm doing what I'm calling my annual chemical peel. This is the third time I've done a peel and had a lot of questions from people last time, so I thought I'd just make a quick video to show you how to do it, everything you need, the process. So here we go. First I'll walk you through everything that you need to get started. First obviously is the chemical itself. This is called TCA 20%. I'll put links where you can get this online underneath the video. There are different strengths. 20% seems to be a good one for me, so you can take a look at the different ones I have. The other thing you need is a really good moisturizer. I really like this emu oil. It's a great all-around moisturizer and it's perfect for after peel care. You'll also need some isopropyl alcohol, witch hazel to clean your face, a couple of gauze pads, some latex or nitrile gloves, and some Vaseline or petroleum jelly. And I'll show you what all these things are for in a minute. And some kind of Pyrex or glass container to pour the acid in. So one of the questions I get a lot of times is, does it hurt? And it stings pretty bad, but it only stings for about 2 or 3 minutes. Kind of feels like sunburn, like the day after sunburn if you're in the hot shower, and then it kind of dissipates and the feeling goes away. Then it starts peeling, almost immediately. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm putting the gloves on. Obviously this is acid, it does burn, that's what it's supposed to do, and you don't want to have it all over your fingers or hands while you're going through the process. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my face with the witch hazel. And this is to get any kind of dirt, grime, anything like that you have on your face. Just want to have a clean surface to start with. I'm going to go over it a couple times. Also, I'm going to be putting the peel on my neck as well. So I'm going to make sure that I get it nice and clean. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And next, I'm going to clean my face with the alcohol. And this just gets any kind of fatty acids or anything else that are on your face that might affect how the peel reacts to your skin off of there. And it gives a good surface for the peel to react to. Did I say that already? I probably did. Now when you're cleaning your face, I forgot to mention, don't use soap before you do this because of those. Soap is a fatty acid. You don't want the acid that you're putting on your face to react with that instead of your skin. So for best results, just use a non-soapy astringent like a witch hazel. The next thing I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to take my right glove off for this, is I'm going to take and I'm going to put Vaseline everywhere that I don't want acid to react. And those places are the eyebrows. You're really just using this to protect the areas of skin that you don't want the acid to get on. So eyebrows, number 1. Then number 2, the corners of your eyes. just in case it drips down a little bit. You don't want it to go in your eyes. And finally, lips. I'm sure some of you ladies are much better at doing this than I am, but there we go. So, I'm going to put my glove back on and get ready for the hot stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and open my next gauze pad that I'm going to use to apply the acid with and have it sitting here. I'm going to take my Pyrex container and just pour a very small bit of acid in this. This container, by the way, is 2 ounces, and it's been used for 3 peels already. So you can see that you really don't need that much. In this particular peel, I'm probably going to do 2 layers on my forehead and neck, where I do have a lot of sun damage. I'll let you see if you, hopefully you can see there's some sun damage there, a little bit more there, and I'll get really close up on my forehead, and you can see all the sun damage there that I want to take off. It was much worse than this last year before I did my first peel, and every time it gets a little better. So let me just pour some acid. I'm pouring maybe, half an ounce into the little container here. And you can see it's in there. So I'm going to take this gauze pad and I'm going to dip it in the container, and then I'm just going to wipe it starting at the top all the way around. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. I think that process works better. So for the next couple minutes, I'm not going to talk to you, just watch, because I'm really going to concentrate and make sure I do this right. Well, the other thing you do with the Vaseline is that you'll want to cover any kind of open wounds that you have on your face or neck or anywhere you're going to put the acid, just to make sure that you don't want the acid to go in there. It will burn really bad. So I've done my neck, which is the primary area. It's starting to sting a little bit. I'm going to do my forehead now. Feel it starting to work. And I'm going to get a little bit on my nose. And I don't do the top of my lip. That's not an area where I have a lot of sun damage. So I'm going to skip that. Now I'm just going to wait 2 minutes as this activates. I don't know if you can tell, my neck and forehead are starting to turn a little red. It's starting to sting a little bit now. Kind of feels like I'm in the hot sun, or the day after I got a hot sunburn, and I'm taking a shower and you have the hot water on your sunburn. It stings a little bit. So it'll just take a couple of minutes to deactivate itself. One of the reasons I like TCA acid is, unlike some other acids, after about 2 to 3 minutes, what it does is it, can't remember the name of the process, but it basically stops burning. The chemical reaction stops. And I'm probably going to apply a second coat to my neck, because and maybe my forehead too. That's the area where I have the most skin damage, and I want to get that skin off. So it's still burning a little bit. It's not so bad. I guess maybe because I've done it a few times, I know what to expect now. So it's not hurting as bad as last time. So probably just going to turn the camera off and just wait till it stops, and then I'll jump back on and show you what it looks like and apply the second coat. So Hold on. All right, so it's been about 2 or 3 minutes since I put that first layer of acid on. It's stopped stinging, the reaction has stopped. I don't know if you can tell, but my skin's starting to turn a little red already in different places. Also, one thing that you can see that happens during the process is the sun damage that's on your skin will start to turn a little darker and thicker, and that means that it's going to eventually peel and come off. So I'm going to do another quick layer here just to my neck and forehead, because those are areas that I want to get the most off of, and that'll be it. Oh, and then I'll show you, put the emu oil on, that's the after wound care, and then just wait and it'll be done. 4 or 5 days, you'll have skin like you did when you were a kid again. So I'm just pouring a little bit more acid into my little Pyrex jar here. And I'm going to dip my gauze pad in there again. And go over my neck. Back of my neck. Oops, just got a drip that went down my back, so I'm going to get that off real quick. Okay, back, that was good. And now I'll do this other side. That was one thing that I forgot to tell you, is that you don't want to fill the gauze pad completely up, because that will happen. You don't want it to drip anywhere when you're doing this process and get acid on skin that you don't want to get a peel from. So I'm just going to finish up my forehead. Then I'll probably turn it off again and we'll wait, and I'll show you the results when I come back. So just a little swipe across here, this side, and across on this side. All right, that's it. I'm gonna stop the camera again. I'll come back in 2 minutes when the process is done, and I'll show you how to put on the emu oil and what to do for the next 5 days to 7 days as the skin's peeling off. Okay, it's been maybe about 5 minutes since I put that last layer on, and if you look really closely now at my forehead and my neck, you can see there's like a light layer of white frost, and that's one of the signs that they tell you is that the chemical peel is working and did a good job. And for the next 5 days, all I'm going to do is clean my face once a day with the witch hazel. Make sure you use a non-soap astringent each day, and twice a day I'm going to apply emu oil on all the areas that I put the chemical on, and that's it. I'll probably come back in about a week, maybe 6 days, 7 days, and give you an update to show you the results. Couple of tips if you've never done this before is, number one, you might want to have a small solution of water and baking soda on the side, that if the reactions start to burn too much, you can just take that and pat it on your face, and that will stop the reaction from happening, and you'll get instant relief from the stinging. The other thing is, before you even get started, I would recommend testing the acid on a small area of your hands, or maybe you have like a little dot on your face. That's what I did. I had like quite a large freckle that appeared right here, and I just dipped a Q-tip in there and put it on there, and let that reaction go like that, and then it went away. So that's it. Those are my 2 recommendations. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and good luck with your chemical peel, and but always see a doctor first. Thanks and goodbye. Hi, one more small bit I forgot to mention is very important. After you do the chemical peel, you do not want to expose your skin to the sun for any reason whatsoever for about 4 days. If you absolutely have to go out, and I mean just walking from your house to the car, because this skin is very fragile and new, and obviously very sensitive to light, you want to put on a hat that completely covers it as well as wear sunscreen. Just an extra little tip. All right, that's it. Oh, now you can see this is what your face looks like after you put the emu oil on. Emu oil, for those of you who don't know, is an amazing, amazing moisturizer. I use it in some of my skin products that I make for myself. Check in. Maybe I'll do a daily check-in, or maybe just pictures. What would you guys like to see? Let me know. Thanks. Bye.